Hello traders, the title of the video is how to make a better use of 78.6% Fibonacci retracement. Alright, a lot of traders know about 38.2%, 61.8% Fibonacci retracement, and they use those Fibonacci retracement very often. But only few Fibonacci traders are using constantly the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement level. In this tutorial, I want to share with you how to make a better use of the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement level. All right. So if a financial instrument, all right, is intrinsically bullish and it retraces to the 78.6% level, that's a 78.6% discount of a viable financial instrument. One should be crazy not to buy and hold that financial instrument. That is the theory. Don't get carried away with what I just said. All right. So suppose you have a pure gold. All right. And the value of gold, the price of the gold, the ounce is $1,000. And here you are, all right, something has happened, and they say, all right, that ounce of gold is now $350. And you know that it's a real gold, pure gold, and now they are selling at $350. Are you out of mind not to buy it? You will buy it. On the other hand, if a financial instrument, all right, is intrinsically bearish, which means their fundamentals are deteriorating, their future is looking very, very poor, and they are losing a lot of market share, the management does not know how to cope with the competition, what can you do? All right, like Nokia a few years ago, like BlackBerry a few years ago, like Dell a few years back ago. Not Dell today. Dell today is doing well. A few years ago. If a financial instrument is intrinsically bearish, all right, and it retraces to the 78.6%, that's a 78.6%, okay, inflation or overbought. It has no reason to rally up to the 78.6% level, and people will look for an opportunity to sell it. So when you are using the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement level, you want to use it in conjunction with the fundamentals and the market sentiment. So talking about market sentiment, for instance, the S&P 500 is in a bearish trend, and you see stock rallying up to 78%, 78.6% Fibonacci retracement level of the prior trend. You'll be wondering what's going on. The market sentiment is bearish. What's going on? They are overbought in comparison to the market sentiment. Yes or no? You look for an opportunity to sell, but you will not just sell. You'll use a different time frame trading method to time the markets correctly, and if the signal fell, you will come out. And you may say to me, George, give me one example. I'm getting tired. So don't worry. You have one financial instrument here. It's called Booking Holding Incorporated, EPIC, BKNJ. Belonging to the consumer cyclical sector, this stock belongs to the NASDAQ 100. As you can see on my chart, this is a very, very important tutorial. The price, it went down. Okay, so it went down. So why is it going down? Probably market sentiment was bearish, or the fundamental was weak, one way or another. All right. Those are the two reasons why financial instrument goes down: fundamental and market sentiment. Now, after that move down, from 1999 up to 2001, it went down. Okay. Now slowly, after staying here for a long time, it finally starts going up. Now it reaches the 78.6% level. Now I need to remind the trader that are watching this video, pay attention to the black dotted line, all right? I do not use 78.6. I use instead 78.0% Fibonacci extension level. Here it is. It works more than the 78.6%. So that dotted line that you see, 78.0. The price was rallying up from 2007. Can you believe it? 2007, 2008, this stock was going up. Can you believe it? And it went up to the 78.6% Fibonacci extension level. Let me put a thick line there, very thick line, color it into red so you all can see it, what was happening at that point. That's the red line on my chart. So it reached here. What was the first reaction? People sold it. Now, if you sell at 78.3% Fibonacci retracement level, where will be your first target? Your first target will be 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level. Why? Did you ask that question? Excellent question. The reason is that, you see, if a financial instrument go down from A to B due to fundamental and market sentiment, all right, trader will apply Fibonacci retracement and they highlight the sweet spot zone. Say, George, we are talking about trading, we are not talking about chocolate. That is sweet here. But we have a zone between the 50% and the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement that we call the sweet spot zone. If you are not aware of it, go to www.dayprotraders.com so you may understand why I'm using the word sweet spot zone. All right. So the zone between the 50% and 61.8% level, if a financial instrument goes completed a trend up or down, professional will highlight that zone. Now, if the price comes to that zone, as you can see, it reached that zone for the first time, people will try to sell it, yes or no? Did they try to sell it? Did you see? Yeah. 61 and 50. Sold it down for a few months. I'm on a monthly chart. See, they sold it down for almost half of the year, more than half of the year, they sold it down. But it didn't go down very much. Now, we are talking about 78.6% level. I explained it to you. When it reaches that level, what do you need to do? So now, at this point in time, well, what you are going to put a vertical. What do you need to do? You must check the fundamentals. You will perform Google Asset test. You may say, what is Google Asset test? I will say to you, YouTube search the phrase Google Asset test trading video, and you see me in either 3 or 4 videos when I explain to trader what is Google Asset test. All right. You check the fundamentals. All right. You check the S&P 500. The S&P 500 was trending from 2009 up to that point. So we can say that the market sentiment at that point in time when it was retesting the zone was not bearish, was bullish. So if we were selling here, we will be careful because the market sentiment was bullish at that point. So if the market sentiment is bullish at that point in time, we will now check if the fundamental bearish. If the fundamentals are not bearish, we have no reason to sell at 78.6% or 78.0% as it is here. But you will notice for day trading, scalping, all right, or even for swing trading for a few days, you will see that some trader will challenge the price there, and they did exactly there, they sold it down here. So reaction in the sweet spot zone, okay, after a bearish move, and also at the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement level. If you sold it there, your target is the top of the sweet spot zone, which is the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level. If after you sold it, all right, take it from me. If you sold it at 78.6% level, and it went down into the sweet spot zone, and it come back above that 78.6% level, don't be too bearish. Did you hear me? Don't be too bearish. As you see, turn around, so here it come down. The first sign SIGN, sign, is that the common central line is broken. So you sold it, you come to the top, that's your first target, take some profit. Okay? Now, that bullish candlestick bar pierced through the common central line. That's the first sign that is going to go up if the fundamentals are solid and the market sentiment is bullish. One or the other, or both. You know, it went up and pulled back and retest. Testing the movement of 17 here. And from there, he breaks above. You see, as he's coming again, you see, as he was coming near that 78.6% level, people were still trying to sell it here to form a double top. Do you see the shadow on top of those candlestick bar? Are you following my cursor here? 1, 2, 3 candlestick bar here. As he was coming near the 78.6% level, because the initial price move was bearish, so market sentiment during that time was bearish. Now he rallied to the 78.6% level. The first thing that's coming to the mind of the trader, technical trader, is overbought. But they must check the fundamental and they must check the market sentiment. On the other hand, if a financial instrument, the initial trend was bullish and the price pulled back to the 78.6% level, the first reaction will be to buy. You want to be aware of the sweet spot zone also. All right, you see though? So a lot of technical traders, Fibonacci traders, use the 61.8% and the 50% level, but they just keep ignoring the 78.6% level. Fibonacci traders that are using Fibonacci patterns, talking about Gartley pattern, bat pattern, crab pattern, or butterfly pattern, you say, Joe, what's all this? Okay, check our videos at Day Pro Traders about Fibonacci patterns, so you may understand Fibonacci pattern. Fibonacci patterns are also called harmonic patterns. Do you see now? So if at this point in time the fundamentals were bearish and the market sentiment was bearish, we have a good reason to look for what? Bearish trading setup. And if we see any bearish trading setup after initial bearish move and a prior rally up to 78.6% level, and we see a bearish chart pattern in this zone, and the fundamentals are weak, and market sentiment were bearish, we look for an opportunity to sell. We give priority to bearish signal below the 78.6% level. On the other hand, if there was an initial bullish trend, and the price pulled back to the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement level, market sentiment was bullish, fundamental was solid, and we see a bullish chart pattern, we look for an opportunity to buy and hold, yes or no. But there is something else that the traders do not pay attention, the negation of a signal. So generally, talking about the negation, which means the opposite side of what I've said to you already. So normally, because it went down here and it rallied up here, when we will be saying priority to bearish signal below it, the negation of that bearish sentiment is bullish. What? Which means if it breaks above, if you have, what I'm saying is that if you have an initial bearish trend and a prior rally up to the 78.6% level, it's bearish. First reaction, people try to sell it. But if the price managed to go above that 78% Fibonacci retracement level and find a support, that's a negation of the bearish sentiment. We will instead look for an opportunity to buy. This is exactly what has happened here. It slowed it down, it retested 61.8% level. Now it turned around, going back above this high. The price is now forming a higher high after forming a higher low. That's a high probability trading setup, a breakout zone after a bullish candlestick bar breaks above the high here, this one. You draw the high, the low, and the median line of that candlestick bar, and you will be giving priority to bullish signal above the high of that candlestick bar, or at least near the median line of that bullish candlestick bar. It went up, yes or no? On the other hand, talking about the negation of the signal, suppose you have initial bullish trend, all right, and the price pull back to the 78.6% level, the first reaction would be to buy, yes or no? People will be thinking to buy. But suppose it break below that 78.6% level and find a resistance after initial bullish trend and a pullback to 78.6% level. That's the negation of the bullish intention to buy first. So therefore, we will be looking for an opportunity to sell, though our first intention was to buy because the initial trend was bullish before the pullback to the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement level. Now, one more thing. Fibonacci traders use that 78.6% Fibonacci retracement level quite often on the 4-hour time frame, on the 50-minute time frame, on the 4-hour time frame, 50-minute time frame, weekly chart, and also quarterly chart. They are not the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement level is not a magic or wonder working Fibonacci key level. It's just a key level that we need to be aware of. And most importantly, we need to use it quite often as we are using the 38.2% and the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level. Have I gotten your attention today? This is about how to make a better use of 78.6% Fibonacci retracement level. If you have any question, suggestion, or blah 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 about this tutorial, feel free to put it in the comment section, and in due course I will be recording another video to answer your specific question. However, if you say to me, George, I like this video, feel free to give us the thumbs up. If you dislike it, mark it down. However, if you think it's an essential tutorial, feel free to share with your friend on Google+, Twitter, Facebook, and Tumblr. I really appreciate when traders share a video, and I say to those traders, thank you very much. Sometimes I post in video first on Facebook. My Facebook page is stochastic-MACD. Sometimes I'm posting first on YouTube also, my YouTube channel, talking about 78.6% of Fibonacci trading, is Day Pro Traders, in plural, Day Pro Traders YouTube channel. Subscribe today and be sure to click on the notification bell so anytime we record a new video, you will be the first person to be notified. Alright? So this will conclude our discussion today about how to make a better use of 78.6% Fibonacci retracement. Until the next time, enjoy yourself and be very happy. We are the TSTW 24 traders. If you want to learn more about 78.6% Fibonacci retracement trading, go to www.dayprotraders.com. Happy trading to you all, and I will speak to you soon. Thank you for watching.